my name is Ellison Cruz, and I'd like to welcome you to Kirby Planet Robobot. A bit of an interesting twist to the Pink Ball of Mayhem's standard formula, if you ask me. Now, it might not be so surprising, but it's actually really goddamn cool, so with that being said and done, let's take our pop star back from the robot invasion, for Kirby's the only one who can save us all, and for whatever reason takes us all the way over here. He criminally underutilizes his superstar to take us as far away as possible from the source of the evil. Area 1. Fantastic. Now, much like other 2D Kirby games, this one doesn't really stray too far from the tried and true. I mean, you just go from left to right, occasionally collecting things, getting a nice little hologram here telling us how to jump, and then it proceeds to congratulate us on our good efforts. It's like, hooray, you can listen, you can press a button, good job. Also, we've got this concept known as pipes, which will allow us to transition much more easier between screens. So that's always good stuff. I mean, you can only use doors for so long, right? Anyway, oh my god. That Waddle Dee looks absolutely horrified in that picture, Jesus Christ. It's like, don't eat me! The hologram says, spit it out at him! It's like, do it! He does not deserve to live! Kirby's conflicted, but he goes with his gut. Oh my god, this game. So, of course, we're leaving nothing but terror in our wake because these Waddle Dees only want to kill us. The entirety of the world is out to get us. I mean, why else would you be swinging spiked logs out in the middle of nowhere? It's to hope that in that 1 second of life you have that, you know, Kirby's gonna come along. Speaking of which, this guy right here is our first instance of an ability, and it's Spark. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of this particular charm. However, if you use it correctly, by God, can it be awesome. It's just kind of annoying how you have to constantly charge it up, and it loses it so quickly. But hey, you can summon electricity from the earth and the skies, so I guess sky's the limit. Anyways, we've got ourselves stickers here, and they're randomly generated. They're for something completely cosmetic later, so we'll get into that when it's pertinent. But for now, I shall collect the kata, an ability most of you are probably familiar with. It's actually pretty cool in this game because, oh my god, Hurricane Shuriken, what is thy name? Anyways, random pop star here that we decided to steal, Grand Theft Auto. Got a pose for the camera. Nice little CCTV right there. As we're blasting off again. Fantastic. Whew. Okay, so let's move down over here where I think we can actually get one of my favorite abilities. And I do believe that is, yep, it's right over here, ladies and gentlemen. Personal favorite of mine is the sword. For no particular reason either, it's just, I don't know, it's just a sword. And it's not really even that good, but it has a lot of different moves, so I'm surprised it has like 4 different pages of techniques you can earn on it, and wow, not what I wanted to do at all. Fantastic. Oh, and now the game is starting to stutter. Game, no, don't do this to me, please, not right now. I've only been recording for 5 minutes. All right, give me 1 moment. Okay, we should be fine now, I hope, for the foreseeable future. I don't know why it's doing that. It's irritating. Alright, so we've got ourselves Waddle Dee shooting us in the background. This guy's go to his death. And the stars over here will actually send us into the background, which is nice. And it's kind of something that we already saw in Dream Drop Distance, so. Anyway, fire ability. It's pretty useful, except not in this little area right over here. And it's pretty limited in its variety of use, so. See to it as you will, and then we got ourselves a bandana Waddle Dee. He will be apparently, oh my god, did you see Kirby was like so taken aback by this, like, my god, what was that? So yes, if you street pass, you can actually get yourself better items in your assist star, which will essentially be an extra item to use whenever you want. You can also use amiibos for this effect, and it's just, it's kind of pointless. So let's move on over here with our newly acquired beam ability. Looks so cool in this game. I don't know, it's pretty awesome. Strutting along. Waddle Dees, you're not supposed to be running towards me. Oh. Oh my god. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to our first boss fight here, one that unfortunately is unwinnable in our current condition. So the only thing we can do right now is to run away, which is kind of depressing considering how slow the screen is moving right now, but there's nothing we can do except for avoid him as he's doing his little dancing there with his drill feet there. It's like, God, you would think with legs like that, you'd be able to move much more quicker, right? Nah, you can attack him if you want, it's just kind of funny, but you can't do any damage to him. And we will have our comeuppance here soon enough. For now, we must make our escape and live to fight another day. Now, it's kind of creepy because if you wait here for him, he's gonna try and chase us. Oh, God. That would be so terrifying in real life. Just have like a giant robotic wood tree trying to drill his way through the pipe you just crawled through. Alright, so let's move forward and collect our first item. Our first item of interest, I should say. We've got ourselves a code cube, and these are required to break the barrier leading to the boss, and there's a finite number of these, and I will be collecting all of them. This level only has one, but most actually will have 3, so no need to worry too much about that, as we will conclude the level post-haste and call it good, you guys. Ah, God. I love me some Kirby games, you guys. Oh, and much like other games in the series, we got a goal game. One that I will suck at, and I will get 1, 2, or 7th place. I will never get anything in between. Oh, that happy-ass jig is so good. Thanks for the food there, Mr. UFO. And after we play our nice little goal game, we have a rundown of all of the stickers we've collected throughout the level, which I mentioned are completely random, so expect to be seeing a lot of duplicates. However, we do have instances of golden rare stickers that are fixed, and those will be quite easy to find. Well, some of them. And thusly, the pathway to level 2 in the Patched Plains has become apparently open to us, with now 3 cubes to collect at our own discretion. And it's gonna be good stuff because we're going to be introduced to even more things here. So I'm excited about that. Lots of playing around in the background here. It's like, hey, we can do 3D things in this game. Exciting! Hooray! I have lots of fun with that. And as good as the game looks in 3D, with the depth perception being really impressive, the game tends to slow down ridiculously. However, Paracel makes everything better. God, I love this ability so much, because it doubles as a weapon of mass destruction. Very nice. You get to float down all leisurely and then just destroy stupid bomb-carrying enemies. Just because you can. It's like, hey, you respawn, I'll just jump into you. Oh, man. I always love me some Paracels. Alright, so those Waddle Dees in the back are trying to shoot us, and I could kill them with this bomb here, but I'm feeling a little satiable right now. And actually, wait, oh, no. Shoot, okay. So Waddle Dee is gonna give us another food item here. Since we already are holding one, it'll just alternate, so let's eat up the ice cream and take ourselves a nice little sword because we have a bit of a boss fight ahead of us. Oh. So ladies and gentlemen, we have the invaders from space of the armor capacity. He is extremely slow, very easy to read, and anticipate his movement. So, wow, that's exactly why you want to get hit. But despite all of that heavy armor, he kind of goes down like a bitch. And as I say that, I keep getting hit. Okay, get out of here. Thank you. Now for defeating him, the true prize awaits. What do we do, guys? You know what to do. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mecha Suit Kirby, a being of awe and destruction who not only wreaks havoc in everywhere he goes, but he can also take the abilities of enemies. and imbue them into his suit for massive carnage. This is amazing. It kind of harkens back to the earlier Kirby games where your animal friends could do similar things like that, and I actually really like this mechanic. I think it is actually fantastically well done, and it's always interesting to see what abilities you can do with other ones. Destroy all those guys, and take the spark. Oh no, that is not what I wanted to do at all. I wanted to take your ability for myself, son. Now, Spark in the mecha suit is pretty sweet because not only can you just shoot off beams, but... Oh, yes! Oh, it's satisfying. Oh, and now we have another telegram telling us what to do here. I will take it for beam, good sir, thank you. So beam just kind of is just its own little thing. It's just, you just shoot nice little balls of highly concentrated electrons and destroy the hell out of things. But they also seem to have a bouncy tendency, so. There is our first cube. Let's head back into the foreground on our giant ass robot suit. It's awesome. Alright. So let's take Cutter. Cutter's actually probably one of my favorites because you just slice and dice the hell out of things. And it's a little overpowered. So there are a couple levels where you don't have to do this too frequently. Alright, sir, would you like a cut, sir? A cut of your face, perhaps? Maybe not. Okay, sorry about that. My game keeps constantly, like, slowing down ridiculously. And it's just for like 5 seconds. I don't know, it's weird. If you see a couple of random cuts here and there, then I apologize. I will do my best to minimize the casualty of footage in this project, because there's no copy save file, only delete. So we'll continue on over here. Destroy Poppy Brothers Jr. Whoops. And we get to play a little bit with the environment. Hooray! So yes, we get to bring in a couple of pieces to help us in our journey, while destroying everybody who's trying to build this stuff. Alright, let's get you out of here and jump forward. Continue. Now, a lot of the platforming in this game, it isn't too impressive. There's a couple of parts where you might smile here and there, just because you're like, oh, that's kind of cute, but it's not that. Oh, I forgot about that. It's not incredible by any means. Alright, so we'll climb up here. Alright, and those giant blocks you can only destroy with Mecha Kirby, so. Unfortunately, our time has ended with our fair behemoth creature. For now, we continue through the pipe, and on the other side, yes, stone. God, stone is like a guilty pleasure for me. I don't know, he's just like funny. You just punch the hell out of people. It's fun. I don't know, especially on the slopes. By God. Here we go. Yeah, check out my muscles. Look at my muscles, look at my muscles, look at my muscles! God, I'm so chiseled. Also, that was a random, obscure reference to a very bad movie that I will not mention ever again. I apologize. Alright, so we'll continue on over here. And I believe, here we go, a second mech suit. Now, depending on whether or not you collect the same one or a new one, it will have the same ability, but seeing as how this is all brand new and shiny, we're just back to our regular Kirby. And we can destroy all of those things. That should just be the name of this game, it's just Kirby Destroy Everything. I mean, you're just a walking, havoc-creating creature. There's no other way to describe it. You just see something and destroy it. See it, dead. But when you see this one, don't destroy that, because we need that chest. There we go. So we'll climb onto the back over there. It just looks so silly. God. And in chest number 2, we got ourselves a nice little code cube. Awesome. And did the star disappear? It did. Cool. We'll just go this way over here. Mosey on through the scenic route. And that guy was fucked. Look at me go. Okay. So what is beyond this door? I do not recall precisely, but I think we're near the end of the area. We're getting introduced to the concept of unscrewing the hell out of things. That's gonna be good stuff for us. And I'd like to welcome you to the Monument Valley portion of this game, where you rotate everything, and then it leads to some interesting variations in how you decide to take separate paths. It's not like too groundbreaking, no pun intended, because we go upstairs instead of downstairs and destroy everything beneath me. Very nice. Now we must undock for a brief moment here, so that we can go ahead and collect this. Awesome. Okay. And this way we can collect our third cube. Cool. So that should be in this one, I think. Perhaps. I may be wrong in my deduction of this. No, it's not. And much like other Kirby games, oh man, I feel like I say this all too frequently, but when you enter a secret room, you gotta go ahead and, you know, get the right one, otherwise you lose, and you can't get the other one, or the other side, or whatever, so be prepared to see a lot of those. It's just in the same vein as before. It doesn't really surprise me anymore, despite the fact that I've been playing a lot of recent Kirby games in a while, so excellent. And I do believe we actually reached the end of the level. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. And that's almost 18 minutes on the clock, so not too bad for 2 levels. Alright, let's see what we got here. 1, 2, or 7. Yep, 2 again. Never gonna be anything in between. Nope, it's either too much or too little. But there we go. God, I love that little happy-ass Jig. It's just so jubilant and just... he looks so excited. Alright, so we got Waddle Dee. Let's see what repeats we have on the docket today. No deluxe. Very cool, I guess. And we didn't really collect that many stickers, I think. We got the rare one, but aside from that... yeah, we got ourselves the Ultra Sword, so that's of course going to be the same. And I'll probably show that off a little bit next time, if we have time. It's not super imperative, but with that being said and done, the pathway to level 3 and the train has now been opened for us. And I'm kind of excited because the train is kind of an interesting level, and I don't really like it that much, but it's alright. My name is Ellison Cruz, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Next time, we'll take on 2 more levels and explore, and it'll be a lot of fun. See you guys then.